CinePals. We're continuing forward with Blue Eye Samurai. This is episode 2, and here we go. Let's get into this.
I love the snow.
Does it remind you of Alaska?
It does. I mean, like, yeah, I'm a big sucker for, like, snow-covered trees and everything like that, but I also think visually it's really nice.
Oh, it's like right where we left off.
The last of it. Who knew one man could bleed so much?
You're better at cleaning than cooking. When does your son get back?
I don't know if he's ever going to return. Uh-oh. Please don't knock over the bucket.
That'd be grody. Even the footsteps.
Yeah.
A samurai came through here. Young, arrogant. He cut 4 fingers to get a name. Tell me what you know.
Shut up.
Their symbol is like a ninja star.
We're trying to eat.
Oh, that was disrespectful.
What about these guys made it sound like you could quiet them down? I mean, look at those masks. Yeah. Oh my god.
That was stupid.
That was stupid.
He was here 2 days ago.
Just ramble it off.
And he took my son. An invalid. That's it. That's it.
Again, in what world do these dudes walk in? Oh my god, it was just the one guy.
It's what's ironic is like, dude just got done cleaning all the blood.
I know, poor guy.
Tag, you're it.
He's gonna follow the footprints.
Wow, he's like a ninja.
Move quietly for someone so large.
I'm naturally stealthy. I learned to be quiet, like a ninja.
I do not want you anywhere near me.
But I'm useful. You see? I heard white people's skin burns off in the sun.
White people's skin burns off in the sun. Not true.
Not totally inaccurate.
Not inaccurate.
I'd never tell your secret. Not ever. Not if someone bit off my skin, bite, or even if they made me eat eggplant. I never, ever tell anyone that you're a
Jeez.
If I see you again, I will kill you and never think of you again.
You don't mean that.
You're just playing hard to get.
No one gets through without a travel pass.
Oh good, another checkpoint.
What is this? A bribe? Are you trying to bribe me? Arrest him and flog him!
Oh, well, all right.
Well,
that
time to turn
answers that
around, walk
question.
to the back of the line, and disappear.
Better him than me.
Hey, where's your pass?
Right here. Travel pass for 2. Just as 2 boys. Come on, you. My apprentice.
My apprentice.
Yo, this dude came in clutch.
Next.
Oh. Told you I could make myself useful.
Blue-Eyed Samurai got lucky twice in that moment.
You will not find what you seek at my side. I am owed my revenge, and I will have it.
I love revenge.
It is a demon's path, littered with death.
I'm not afraid. I can train, and I can help you. I'm already the greatest in the world at one thing. What's one more?
Noodles is not war.
I think it's the soba noodles.
The soba noodles, yeah.
My whole life has been a battle.
Aw. Dang.
I'm an apprentice. So where do we go to get your revenge?
I need a boat.
He's saying it like picking up supplies for cooking.
Exactly. Like we're going to the grocery store, like, oh, I gotta go to the revenge aisle.
Yeah. God, that's great.
So good. Again, the scale of the art of this show is amazing.
It's not so bad. You can shave the front. It's how all the noblemen wear their hair.
I was thinking that too.
The gods have shown you a longer path.
Huh.
You still have me. We'll be married and...
Your father will never allow it now.
I can convince my father.
I'd rather cut myself open now. The cut is so clean. A masterful cut.
Yeah, and used with the momentum of the sheath.
It wasn't even a duel. It was an attack. Did he officially challenge you?
You gotta stop trying to save his feelings.
Victory cannot come from dishonor. Therefore, you never lost.
Is this working?
I guess it's working.
Oh my god. Wow, she really saved his ego. I'm genuinely surprised here. I thought it was gonna blow back like trying to spray a bear with the wind going the wrong direction.
That's a very strangely Alaskan reference you just made there, Jaby.
But your courage drives him back like a squall against the sea. You unsheath your magnificent sword.
Oh.
Well, she knows the way to his heart.
Cammy, are you sure?
Holla.
He lunges at you, but his sword is no match for yours. You strike with your blade.
That's confidence. If this is her first time.
Yeah, right? Dang.
You know, oddly, that reminds me of a scene from Network.
Really?
The film from the 70s. There's a scene kind of like that. It's like they're so obsessed with something that is like completely unrelated to intimacy. But that is what they're using to access intimacy. It's weird.
My honor can still be restored. I must find him, challenge him, and kill him for all to see.
But we're supposed to marry.
Yeah, that worked a little too well.
It could take months to find him.
He's looking for Heiji Shindo. Arrogant enough to go straight to him. He'll need a boat.
But what if he kills you this time?
Dang.
Oh, man.
Well, that was revealing for him.
Yep.
That's actually creepy. It's like a ghost town.
Yeah. I mean, the lights are on. Oh.
They were waiting. It's an ambush. Oh, fun.
Oh, whoa.
We're not here for fun. We're here for a boat.
Well, they're definitely in a partnership.
Not now. Tomorrow.
I must leave now.
During the Hadaka Matsuri? Everyone's closed today. We have to purify ourselves and celebrate the kami, or we'll have a bad year.
You don't want a bad year, do you?
This is the same vibe as those Instagram things that are like, post a picture of XYZ or bad luck for all of May.
Tomorrow, then.
Have fun! Stay for the shingi. A dip in the ice cleanses the soul. You don't want to miss that.
We love a
When you
polar
hear
plunge.
The drums, come
I've never
running.
done that. I've always been curious.
The shingi. You said we don't want to miss that.
Your foot.
She's putting a bell on him like a cat.
You are never to take that off. The day you take that off, you are discharged from your duties. Do you understand?
That's gonna bite him in the ass at some point, I'm sure.
You should stay here and have fun. For as long as you want. Forever, even.
An apprentice would never leave his master's side. Just a little fun. Then tomorrow...
If someone cuts your head like that so clean,
yeah,
using the sheath, mind you, like,
you did leave me a trail.
Like, do you really think you have a chance?
Just a bit too much arrogance. Everybody's on the hunt. Oh, and now he's making the trail even easier for them to follow.
That was a cool shot, though.
It was.
This does kind of feel like Mulan a little bit. Like, these are like the Huns.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh.
Take arms! Left
Bad times for all.
Oh, there's your shot.
Yep. I'm expecting we're gonna get a lot of that. Oh man, even the citizens.
That's brutal.
Yikes.
The messengers were supposed to light a fire when the samurai is dead.
You pay money for a job you don't want to think about, so you don't have to think about it. It's the whole point of money.
Every year, I promise you delights beyond imagination. Every year, I deliver.
My imagination expands. The spring pilgrimage is the one time of year I'm allowed off this f***ing island.
I've been planning all month.
If he's European, he's doing pretty good with the brush.
I'm imagining he's been here for a while.
And when we get to Edo,
Our surprise for the Shogun is almost ready. After that, you'll be free to go anywhere you like. Anytime you like.
Is he supposed to be like Blackthorn?
After all these years, you've mastered the brush.
Oh my god.
I hear that I have time for painting. If I have time to paint, something is wrong. The Shogun lets us operate so long as he can deny I exist.
Mm-hmm.
Soon he won't have that luxury.
I'd have liked that in my room.
Aw.
Oh, Cody.
Oh god, oh my god. I didn't realize he was painting from visual.
Yeah.
Oop.
Uh-oh. What does
Didn't
that mean?
get clean through the tree.
I guess it's sort of symbolic of what our lead is going to be up against.
Uh-huh.
A sword made by your hand is beyond price.
Yet there is a price.
Take all I have. I must have a sword made by your hand.
Empties pocket. Here's my pocket lint.
I bind books. I was taught my trade by my father. He was killed by a drunk Ronin who cut my father down for splashing him with his cart.
Dang.
He will kill me. I know this. But with a sword from you, Master, I can take his life as he takes mine and die avenged.
That's not exactly how it works, but okay.
Yeah, you need to practice.
Yeah, right?
It's a tool.
Oh. First sword.
Your breath is late. Like so.
Aw, getting help.
Come on then, boy.
I guess he does have training in the sword. Interesting.
Oh.
Your foot announces your thoughts.
So he knows more than he lets on.
Yeah.
I just made your sword. Wow, he's fast.
You're soft for a boy. Mixed breeds are all weak stock.
It's also kind of a dick for someone who had a touching story about wanting vengeance for their father.
Oh. Oh, this kind of breaks my heart a little bit. Sense of having to hide who you are.
Yeah.
Thicker at the spine, thin at the edge. The hamon will show a soft and hard steel blend.
I wonder if the master knew. I guess the master never found out.
She never told him, but I have a sneaking suspicion he probably knew.
Yeah.
I mean, he seems pretty aware of everything that goes on in his little shop.
Oh, shit.
Ow.
What color?
The summer sun just touched the horizon.
That'd be my weakness. I'd never be able to describe it properly to him. I'm like, I don't know, it's yellow.
That is a Japanese thing, though, it feels like. It's like very poetic. But I agree with you 100%. Like, it's when it comes to food, it tastes good.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Like, all the nuances described to me, I'm like, wow, how do you do that?
Oh.
Not good, not good.
Oh, wow. Still gave him the broken blade.
I guess it makes it more unique.
How could this happen?
An unexpected element entered the blade. If I find what it is, the sword can be repaired and re-immersed.
The fault is mine. The element is me.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I believed your story. This is not the hand of a bookbinder. This hand has taken many lives.
You're a fool. I've taken more than many lives. They call me blood-soaked Chiaki, and I've made a fortune.
He's a liar.
I'll make 1,000 fortunes. The assassin who carries Master Eiji's broken blade.
Kicks his way through the doors.
There's no stopping them. They will always find their broken blade. We can only mind our own souls.
You know, the broken blade is actually cool onto its in its own right.
Right.
It's unique. It's good as a surprising second blade, maybe.
Yeah, I'm imagining if he's an assassin, he's probably not fighting with a whole lot of honor to begin with.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, that's a good transition.
That was really cool. We just hanging upside down. Balancing on one hand?
Oh, maybe.
Here comes Soba Boy to
ruin
it. Yep. Balancing
Not
on
just one hand, but balancing on knuckles.
Fist. Yeah, that's impressive.
Got it.
There goes the tree.
She'd make a great sushi chef.
Highly transferable skill set right there.
I mean, honestly, what else could you do in the modern world?
Yeah, right?
Someone else is watching?
Yeah. Oh, hey!
It's not the same. It's not as clean.
Nope.
You know it's not as good. Look at your handiwork. Oh.
Nope. Can't cut down the tree.
Your father's calling for you. He insists on your finest.
She's as you promised. Yes, lovely. Bit
Cue
old, but many good years left.
Bit old?
Very fertile. Cycles in precise rhythm with the moon. And of course, her purity strictly guarded.
You, Lord Miyabi's daughter, turned out to be so ugly. And how fortuitous for
Don't
us.
say shit.
Uh-huh.
She will make a suitable new wife to the Shogun's younger son.
A spring wedding would be auspicious.
The boy's first wife was not an affectionate match. The boy is eager.
Oh, God. Yikes.
If you permit,
Seems like there's some evil here.
Engagement gifts for,
Akemi.
Oh, look at all these gifts. What do we got?
This is all for you, so you can sell your soul to me.
Uh-huh, yep.
An Ohaguro set to blacken your teeth like a proper bride.
Ugh.
Why?
Oh my God, they look evil. It's terrifying.
Is that really a thing? This is new to me.
You can't marry me off like this.
Do not try to change my mind this time. You are not the hero of this family story. I raised the Tokunobu name from nothing. I did.
You are a supporting character. I am the MC.
Stupid girl.
Do as I say.
I am giving you an opportunity. The Shogun is expecting Master Chiba to return to Edo with a new bride for his son.
An opportunity to enter hell. Gosh, that guy's so gross. It's like the sun touching the ocean.
Oh, yeah, because we're going to make a stealthy
Seki.
getaway in that.
Just in time. I'm seeing the Silk Man. He just got his new shipment, freshly dyed. If we're to leave for a wedding in 5 days, there isn't a night to spare.
I adore his silks. I'll ride with you.
I'll come with.
Oh, darn.
Why didn't you stand up for me?
Because your father's mind cannot be changed when it is set, any more than yours.
You are his daughter.
But it's clearly a bad decision, like running away. You think I don't know you, child?
I can fix everything. I just have to find Taigen.
On your own?
Can fix everything.
You'll get your throat cut by brigands before you find anyone. If your father doesn't find you first. In which case, you're better off with the brigands.
Yikes.
You can share a bed with an heir of the shogun. Any woman would die for the chance.
Let them. They say he's a tyrant.
Wouldn't you rather die? I mean,
What man?
He's so
is
gross.
You.
Aww. I'm imagining he's got some kind of history.
Add my
though.
trunk with hers.
We run together.
We go together.
Now get in and shut the door. If we're running away, let's at least do it warm.
In style.
I love him. He's like, well, if I can't stop you, I might as well make sure you're safe.
Every day for 1,000 years, we have offered prayers at the tree from which the Shingi are made. Who shall win their power this year?
Power?
Oh no.
The priestess throws them in the water. Whoever gets them, their fondest wish comes true.
Ooh, magic stick.
Magic stick.
I love his perspective. Noodles.
Noodles. Yep.
Oh,
Oh
darn.
my god, he just threw those guys.
So, how are your noodles? Anything great?
Second best in town. Used to be the best. Then last year, Rinji caught the Shingi. And all of a sudden, his noodles are magic. Still, second best.
He's honest.
Best. Yeah, fair enough. We'll see. Curious to see. All right, works. Easy enough.
This is
Amazing.
incredible. Balance of the noodle, the balance of flavor, and your spices. Is that shiso?
That's a compliment from this dude.
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Who considered
Hardly
himself
get
the
any
best in the
compliments
world.
since Rinji surpassed me.
His are better than.
This? Yeah, now he's gonna go out and try Rinji's. They're gonna be awful.
I never imagined such flavor was even possible.
It's emotional for him.
I thought I was the best.
Oh.
Compared to these, my noodles are like worm.
Oh god, what a reality check.
I'm not even good at what I thought I was great at.
If you love my noodles so much, want a job? Dishes are piling up. I'll teach you.
You mean stay here?
You got somewhere better to be?
Yes, I'm going to be a samurai.
Dang. I'd want to try those other noodles first. That was like an emotional experience eating those
really
noodles.
Did.
I had a moment like that eating donuts in Austin.
Oh. Donuts was not what I expected you to say. Taiko drumming is such a cool art.
I know, I've always wanted to mess with it. Like, the closest I've come to it is in India, in Rajasthan. I played with drums like that. It's just kind of such a boom. Whoa, that was really close.
Yikes. Hello, boys.
Those masks are so intimidating.
They are.
I have one like that from a collector's edition of Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, that's awesome.
We know who you are. All Kyoto is talking about the unnamed samurai who cut through Shindo Dojo.
2 swords each. It's like fighting General Grievous. It's a lot. Whoa.
All right, it's time for the polar dip. Gotta go get the magic sticks.
Did they announce these rules and I didn't hear it?
Well, I guess it's assumed that if you're in town, you know the rules. Not the same snow trick. Oy.
Dojos fight to boast. Warriors fight to kill.
Oh, that's
I guess it's a
great.
good thing I'm a warrior. No way!
Yeah, you kind of outmatched in this situation, right?
Wait, but did you catch his laugh?
What about his laugh?
That's the dick from the beginning, from her flashback.
Oh.
With the broken blade.
Oh, gotcha.
I was wondering why they were so, like, having him have such a distinct laugh. You gonna come down and get me?
I did this a lot in Assassin's Creed.
Hide on a ledge?
Yeah, like narrow down like the fighting area, so it's easier to knock him down.
All right, now things get interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Whoa.
It's like a rock concert.
That'd be such a wild feeling. Like being the one walking over everybody. I have so much trust.
Each year, we come scorched by ire and affliction.
Ooh, ooh. Oh, damn.
Only one of you gets your fondest wish. Make your wish now.
I wish for the sticks.
I wish to be great at something.
Aww. You are great at something, though. He's great at being quiet.
He's great at being stealthy. You're right.
Yeah. How will he catch it?
Oh, God. That's how you end up with people getting drowned.
Witness me!
Shiny and chrome!
Oh, jeez. Oh, God, it's gonna hurt.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah!
We saw that earlier.
Uh-huh.
That's a rough landing for your shoulder, though.
I was gonna say, wrists and shoulders made of steel.
Although she's smaller, so it's less weight on that. Caught it with his mouth. That answers my question.
Nice. Oh,
dude.
Straight in half.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Not without consequences.
Ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, not without your fair share.
Oh.
It's more stitching to do now.
Yeah, right?
Eek. Oh, what?
You may actually deserve my true blade.
Mm-hmm. There it is. You're right. Look at you, man.
That sword is stolen.
Still soft.
That's wild that she has to fight against someone using the sword she made.
Right?
The very first sword she made.
But she also knows that it's nothing compared to her space rock sword.
Yeah. That's awesome. With the ocean?
Yeah. God, the visual styling of this is so cool. It's gonna break.
That's great. Whoa, damn it.
Son of a...
Distractions. That's the problem with having that meerkat sort of break.
Yeah, right? Squirrel!
Yeah, exactly. And it being that kind of sword is probably not as clean of a cut either. Yeah! Whoa! Oh my gosh!
What a throw! Hell yeah. The lamp still isn't lit. Yeah. Hello. You gonna challenge me to a duel now?
That's stupid. That's so... Oh, you are such a dick.
I'll kick your butt wounded.
I am owed my honor.
Then take it.
She's still gonna kick your ass, dude. Even like... Well, let's see what happens. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, you're gonna just take it right now?
You just saw what happened. There's no honor in that.
I was gonna say, that's not how the samurai do things.
Oh my gosh, what if that's the end of the show?
Just cut to black, 2-episode season, that's the end of it.
Oh, like, that would be quite the surprise. Like, the rest of the show just follows the big dude.
Oh my god, that'd be hysterical.
Learning how to make noodles.
It becomes like a slice of life anime.
Yeah, that'd be something. Yeah, this was a nice continuation. It's hard not to just, like, be stunned at the visual magnificence of, like, the scaling and everything.
Absolutely.
How beautiful they make, you know, Japan and everything like that. I mean, Japan is beautiful, but, like, seeing it through animation and whatnot.
Yeah, it's easier to do when you've got such a great canvas like Japan, you know?
Yeah, for sure. They did a really nice job of setting up how intimidating the, what do they call them, the fangs?
Yeah, the 4 fangs.
The 4 fangs.
Yeah.
Like, they set them up really well because right from the word go, they're just like, they have such a, I don't know, what's it called? Like a foreboding presence?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm like? It's
an ominous presence.
Yeah.
Too, yeah.
I was going to say ominous. I'm like, so.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah. It's like when they walk in, just the shadow and everything like that. The use of shadows in the first scene with them at the restaurant, the irony of the guy cleaning the
blood. I knew as soon as any character out loud says, "Oh man, I just got done doing this thing that was really annoying," you're like, "Oh, you're gonna have to do it all over again."
Yeah.
And like probably 10 times worse, because again, like I said, now it's all over the ceiling and the walls and all that jazz.
And you saw how vicious they were.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Turned him into mincemeat.
Yeah. The dude in the restaurant, it's like his cuts were everywhere. That was crazy.
Oh my god.
I'm wondering if the guy who had his head shaved, what's his name? The character?
Taigen. Yeah, Taigen.
I'm wondering if he's going to have a character arc. I don't know. It could be one of those things like Vegeta, where you know, like I'm gonna wait for you to get better so I can fight you, and then lose again. You know,
and then I'm gonna get better, and you're gonna get better, and then we're gonna fight each other again, and one of these days I will defeat you.
Yeah, I feel like it could end up being like that kind of relationship, because I don't foresee it being this thing where now he's aligned in a real way of like wanting to learn from our Blue Eye Samurai.
Yeah.
You know?
He's going to have some sort of change of heart. Because like right now, he does seem kind of like an entitled... Dickhead.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I think he's got to have some sort of humbling. And he kind of got that when she defeated him the first time. But like, you know, we saw how quickly his ego was like, no, I've been wronged. I got to go settle this score, rather than what his girl was trying to tell him and be like, it's okay, your honor is still intact, you can go on with your life. So I think we're definitely going to see, like you said, some sort of arc. But I wasn't sure if we were just going to have him like constantly chasing her throughout the show and then it was going to be like some final showdown. But now that he's found her wounded, there's no way he comes out of that not being a lasting character in the show.
Right.
You know, we're not just going to have him get defeated next episode. I assume they might pull the wool over our eyes and, you know, have them duel at the end of next episode. But I imagine, yeah, he's going to have some sort of character arc where he joins the group unwillingly.
I really liked the scene when Ringo was eating the noodles and he just was like having a reality check of just like, oh my gosh, I thought I was good at this. Then you get into the real world and you realize, oh, there's other people who are so much better, and it puts you to shame and it makes you want to keep your day job kind of thing.
Yeah, right?
You know, I've heard something, this could just be anecdotal, but I heard something about how the Strokes will make a great album. Then they'll hear a song from the Foo Fighters and be like, we need to go back to the drawing board.
We gotta do this again.
I might be misremembering some of the details there, but it was something like that where you feel good about something. Even a Japanese reference, Hideo Kojima was like feeling so good about Metal Gear Solid, and then he played Grand Theft Auto, Metal Gear Solid 5 specifically. Then he played Grand Theft Auto. He's like, ah, shit. I gotta go back to the drawing board. I'm like, how are you comparing Metal Gear to Grand Theft Auto? But anyway, yeah, that was just like, it's a very real moment. Yeah. Ringo is definitely has to be like a fan favorite, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, he's so delightful, and you don't have like such a cute, happy character like that without everybody being like, oh my god, I love him, he is best boy.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, there also is a fine line between those characters. Like, sometimes you can have a character like Ringo who is like the quirky sort of, I guess, audience insert in a little way, where it's like, we're the happy ones following along on the journey, and they can just be really annoying. So like, I think the team has done a really, really good job of making him like a lovable character, rather than just an annoying motor mouth that's like, oh my god, will you just shut up? Like, his annoying quirks are funny to us, even though they annoy the main character. And I think that's like the fine line you got to ride with those kind of characters.
It's difficult. Like how do you do that in a way that's not obnoxious and frustrates the audience?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like, he's got to have some sort of arc and like learning as well, because if he remains the sort of silly, goofy, annoying one who's just innocent, like, that gets old after a while. So I'm really curious to see what his arc ends up being. You know, what he got the magic stick. What is the thing that he's going to be best at? We speculated that it's stealth, so maybe he's got some sort of like, I don't know, ninja glow up in the works or something like that. But you know, he's got something that he's best at. It's just a matter of like revealing what it is, and it's not necessarily maybe being a samurai like he wants, but it might be something that's the real samurai skills were the friends we made along the way. You know,
he's definitely got what do you call it? Courage and resilience.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for when you just like you keep driving forward and
tenacity?
Yeah, he's got a tenacity to him where he will just keep at it in spite of everything telling him no. He will keep moving forward, and you need that in life. It's a very inspiring trait in a character. Like, that's, if someone like that, you know, is able to do something. This might be a weird parallel to draw, but like, I remember this is gonna sound really dark, but a friend of mine who is like totally abled, you know, was feeling down on himself. And then he heard this story about someone who worked in the Twin Towers.
Oh.
Who went down when the towers, who died when the towers went down. But he was like paralyzed or something like that. Like he didn't have much control over his body, but he was still working a 9 to 5 every day at the towers. And he's like, yo, if that guy was able to do I have no excuses. I literally have no excuses. So like, likewise here, you have a character who's just got so much tenacity, like so much ambition, in spite of like every reason to not.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's such an admirable thing to like have in a show. You don't see that very often. I think it's super cool. I like, even when he got in the water and he's trying to go for the stick, I'm like, how could you possibly? And then it was the most obvious thing, which is he's using his mouth.
Yep.
You know, as a fully abled person, like you're not thinking, you know.
Yeah, we're just thinking about like all the things we couldn't do without our hands. And
Yeah.
he's thinking about like all the things that he can accomplish with everything else on his body.
Exactly.
Which I think is yeah, again, that incredible resilience and just like, I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah.
Like, life has given me these circumstances and I'm gonna make it work. And like the fact that he's come out of it so excited and willing to adapt.
Optimistic as
well, especially considering like, you know, his dad used to beat him when he was too loud or made noise in the noodle shop, so he just got really good at like walking around, and now he's proud of that. Like it's these weird dark things where it's like, okay, you could have gone both ways. You could have been like really jaded and like, my life sucks, I hate that I don't have hands, or you can be like, well, this is my lot in life and I'm gonna adapt to it. And I think that's the beauty of his character.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing to realize how sometimes the brutal circumstances that are your upbringing actually make you into a doper person.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a weird thing to kind of arrive at. It's like an evolution of mind, you know? Because like I mentioned earlier, like pressure makes diamonds. And so this blue-eye samurai person had a really rough beginning, but is the dopest of the dope. You know, it's like, how do you get that person without having to go through all this?
Yeah.
You know, like every once in a while you have an exception, like Andrew Schultz, who's a brilliant comedian, but he didn't have a rough upbringing, right?
Yeah.
I know it's a weird parallel, again, but like,
I'm picking up what you're putting down, exactly.
But generally speaking, great comedians came from like kind of a rough situation, like a difficult upbringing of some kind, and that's what makes them the funniest person in the room, like the sad clown kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like pressure makes diamonds. That's the point.
That's the moral of the story.
Slurp, 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 slurp. But Ringo's definitely an inspiring character. I like how
him.
they've written him, and I think Masi Oka, he's another person. I never met him, but I saw him in person once.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to run auditions for a casting director named Yumi Takeda, and she would bring in all the Asians. And
I love that.
She brought him in. She brought in this guy from The Last Samurai. Did you see The Last Samurai?
I did see The Last Samurai, yeah.
The guy who told Tom Cruise, "You think too much."
Oh,
yeah,
really?
That
Oh,
one.
wow.
He came in, super cool, super nice guy. Anyway, I was so stoked when I don't get celebrity starstruck too often,
right?
But I just got done watching Heroes, and so
you're like, you are like forefront of my mind right now. I just can't.
Yeah, and so his voice is actually perfect for this character.
Yeah,
and it's kind of fascinating because he's a man. He's not a tall guy. He's I kept doing this to represent he's shorter, right? Because Ringo seems so much bigger.
He's huge.
But yeah, but his voice fits him perfectly. You know. Speaking of voices, the one critique I would have against the show is the voice of the Pops who gave away his daughter.
Not the Shogun, but yes. Our other girl's dad.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The one who's giving away his daughter to the black teeth guy. I don't like his voice. I'm not a fan of it. Because it's just like, there's something about it that feels like a put on as opposed to a character. Everybody else in the show feels quite lived in. And he's the one voice that sticks out to me where I'm like, I'm not loving that. But everyone else seems like perfectly cast, in my opinion.
Fair enough. I'm wondering if like, just because you said it feels a little put on, maybe that's part of his character. Is like he himself is putting on this air of like, I'm great, because he's always talking about how he rose from nothing and
he's the MC.
He's the MC.
Yeah,
and
the
like,
main character.
You know, and so people who are like that are so insistent that like, you have to respect me because I built myself up, always put some sort of air on. So like, I don't necessarily hate, I have a problem with that voice just because it feels like that sort of shallow, fragile arrogance that this character really lives in, where it's like, my only claim to fame is my ego, and I feel like I wouldn't say imposter syndrome, but it's, you know, he's an imposter. He's an imposter. Yeah, I guess you're right. You're right. It's imposter syndrome. So
it's not imposter syndrome, but he's literally an imposter.
He's literally an imposter, and so he's trying to make himself sound more like how he thinks he needs to sound.
I feel like imposter syndrome is literally for people who shouldn't have this syndrome.
You're right. You're right. You know? You're right.
Whereas he is literally an imposter.
Actually, the imposter.
Yeah. there's an imposter among us. No, I suppose that's a fair counter. Yeah. I mean, I'll use that because I'm really enjoying the show.
Right.
And so I'd rather love everything about it.
Well, I'm happy I gave you something to work through it with.
They're definitely giving our characters interesting circumstances to like go up against.
Yeah.
You know, it seems all quite harrowing. And when I thought, you know, I guess I doubted our main character for a second. When I thought Blue Eye Samurai was gonna just jump for a minute, I was like, that actually kind of makes sense. There's 4 of these guys who we know are sick with it.
Yeah.
You know, they're very, very dangerous. It just makes sense to bail for the time being. You don't always have to fight. But little did I realize that she was just creating an advantage for herself by narrowing the field. And I'm like, that makes sense. I did that all the time.
Yeah, there you go. It's proven battle tactics.
Yeah, exactly. It's just when you're a 20 fighting against a 40 in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it's like you don't have much of a choice but to start thrust kicking everybody. And it was beautifully done as well. I mean, we talked previously about like how creative the fights are and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think that they just continued that there. It's like,
absolutely,
what can we do that's different that hasn't been seen a whole lot? It's like, even though in real life you do a flip onto one arm like that, you're probably gonna wreck your shoulder.
Yeah, your shoulder's coming out of its socket.
But it looks dope, and it looks so cool in the throes of the show. You know, it's just very, very well done. I think they really thought about that in terms of the design of the action. Like, how do we do this? How do we give the audience something that is completely new? And they wowed me again, you know, twice in a row. It's like, can you keep that up the whole time?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got a few more episodes to go. Like, let's see what you got.
Yeah. Anyways, looking forward to that. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Jaby Michael. This is
Michael Boos.
Peace out.